Hope everybody having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. My YouTube has been acting up. I could have went live like maybe like 30 minutes ago, but like my YouTube was just like not fucking working. I don't know what the fuck going on. So I was like, shit. And my whole internet was fucking up. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. I blame this motherfucking fucked up ass drones flying over our head with the same signal as stronger than our radio tower or this fucking chemtrail haze. Fucking with the ionosphere and shit. But shouts out to everybody. Hope everybody have a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, cool night. Much love to my goddess Vanta. She probably making us something to eat right now. It's going on 9 o'clock. I know it's straight up. It's dinner time right now. But still gotta send it to her, let her know I'm live. But shouts out to everybody. I know they ain't gonna send out my notifications because they on that bullshit. They on that bullshit. But hold on, what the fuck is? And now my other phone is acting up. I'm trying to motherfucking play some music. This shit ain't it. Motherfucking want to work, but it's all good.
Legend got cold weapons for soul sessions. 7, that's when I give my soul lessons. Paid so much, dog, didn't get no blessings. Didn't get a return on my investment. I was tested, hamster in the fucking wheel. Had to leave the experiment to get fucking healed. Had to learn that God, man, it lives within. Walk a righteous path to this world in. Let that beat ride. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. In the working and shadow working became the journey of this crazy journey. I'm trying to stay in a state of learning. I'm everything to nature and metaphysics. Sound and frequency, energy is all through these instruments. I'm the imminent, ain't no destiny synthesis. I see this shit to death for fucking with the innocent. Blowing up a building with some kids in it. That's our government, y'all. They some real bitches. From the globalists, hocus pocus shit. I'm a loaded clip, got a blast on some motherfucking soldier shit. Like a spiritual wandering rebel. Can't talk to people no more, they be below a 6th grade level. I find people that carry the vibe. The same vibe is mine. I kill the enemy every time. From spitting rhymes to spitting lines, the real design. Street revolution to the end of time. Beat grind. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. These old geezers, parasitic world leaders, have to stuff they face with these old leaders. Super kicks to roundhouse, make time bounce, chop the body up and send the parts to his child house. Ain't what I'm about. Fuck around and find out. Shoot up everything from the mansion to the townhouse. Better run to your bunker, that's a safe place. I sit back, smoke, plan, and meditate. Books away, go toe to toe with a heavyweight. Break your face quicker than shoot your ass in the alleyway. I'm the light in dark night, it's alright. Trying to find balance and make it through these dark times. I find people that carry the vibe. The same vibe is mine. We kill the enemy every time. We spitting rhymes and spitting lines. We go decide the spring revolution to the end of time. Let that beat ride. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. Enough is enough. Shoot the cops up. Got a bunch of weapons standing to the block up. Throw a bump, throw a bump. Throw them guns up. Tell the damn cops we gon' light the ass up. Enough is enough. Shoot the cops up. Got a bunch of weapons standing to the block up. Throw a bump, throw a bump. Throw them guns up. Tell the damn cops we gon' light they ass up. You can die, motherfucker, die. Shoot between your eyes, cause your body parts up. Make your ass in the pie from the police. Nigga, I ain't scared of the law. Place a bunch of C4 on they motherfucking cars. Don't everything up. We don't give a fuck. If you a scared pussy nigga, get up off the truck. Time to ride out. Hear the rebel shout. Tell the we coming to their house, smoking on the ounce, blasting at the fed, bodies everywhere, leave them motherfuckers dead. Gotta be strategic, rip you into pieces, see your fucking soul, stupid, every you believe in. Time to learn your lesson, class in succession. Fuck the police, hit them with some cosmic weapons, straight to hell of heaven. Yeah, you out of luck, I know this verse for your head up, motherfucker. Enough is enough. Shoot the cops up. Got a bunch of weapons standing to the block up. Throw a bump, throw a bump. Throw them guns up. Tell the damn cops we gon' light they ass up. Enough is enough. Shoot the cops up. Got a bunch of weapons standing to the block up. Throw a bump, throw a bump. Throw them guns up. Tell the damn cops we gon' light they ass up. You can try, but you won't survive. Cause you wanna die. Get a cop since the enemy. This is not a lie. On the rise, people not comply. Can't the signs. Got a whole bunch of rebels standing on the front line. All the time they be killing us, so we gotta kill them back. Cause retaliation been a long time coming, Jack. On the attack, like a brain off a fucking hat. Got a cloak drone that will blow you up the fucking head. Enough is enough. Shoot the cops up. Got a bunch of weapons standing to the block up. Throw a bump, throw a bump. Throw the guns up. Tell the damn cops we gon' light ass up.
200 great medical men in the police department and the other 800,000 police officers that are working in the streets every single day, putting their lives on the line. We are sick and tired of having targets on our back when all we're trying to do is protect this community and protect our families. Enough is enough. And if you're the ones that are out there spreading the rhetoric that police officers are the enemy, well, just know we've all got your number now. We're going to be keeping track of all of y'all. And we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. Enough is enough.
Road One Production.
Hit you with a quick hit, hit you with a blick quick. Quicker than the speed of light, bitch. If you motherfucker blink, you will miss it. Feeling like a mystic, make you disappear in an instant. Feeling so ballistic, and the body when it get high, better equipment. Make your body flip quick. Used to a little dipshit. Take a head off with the sword off. All I can do is spin a wheel kick. I was born in the darkness, for the heartless, but I take your money carcass. Throw your ass in the ocean, now you got a motherfucker chill with the dolphins. I'm a killer that put a trigger real quick, I had to kill him. I told you to hit it, that when I talk about the rhythm, I'm a hitter with villain, I'm a killer, my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that put a trigger real quick, I had to kill him. I destroy you, they hated that when I talk about the rhythm, I'm a hitter with villain, I'm a killer, my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that put a trigger real quick, I had to kill him. I destroy you, they hated that when I talk about rhythm, I'm a hitter with villain, I'm a killer, my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that pull the trigger, but quick, I had to kill him. I just start getting hated. That when I talk about the rhythm, I'm a killer with villain, I'm a killer, my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. Destroy anybody on this rap shit. Destroy anybody on the street shit. Hit your body with the shotty in that lobby. Take your motherfucking body to my motherfucking deep pit. Show you a neat trick. Put a gun out the hat till I sleep, bitch. For talking that weak shit, you and your crew gonna be dead in the instant. What is the genesis? Got a large blade about the country the instruments. Said all you haters don't get through sentiment. Holding your head, I love the sentiment. Shooting the head of the population reduce. Got a big gun about the train of the juice. Everybody run, hurricane on the loose. I'm saying everybody run, hurricane on the loose. I'm a killer that put a trigger, but quick I had to kill him. I destroy any hater that I wanna talk about the rhythm. I'm a killer with venom. I kill my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that pull the trigger, but quick, I had to kill her. Body strong in the head. I wanna talk about the rhythm. I'm a hitter with venom. I kill my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that pull the trigger, but quick, I had to kill her. Body strong in the head. I wanna talk about the rhythm. I'm a hitter with venom. I kill my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that pull the trigger, but quick, I had to kill her. Body strong in the head. I wanna talk about the rhythm. I'm a filler with venom. I kill you, my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that pull the trigger, but quick, I had to kill her. Body strong in the head. I wanna talk about the rhythm. I'm a hitter with venom. I kill you, my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war. I'm a killer that pull the trigger, but quick, I had to kill her. Body strong in the head. I wanna talk about the rhythm. I'm a hitter with venom. I kill you, my nigga, you ain't fucking ready for war.
Good. Shouts out to Jordan. I know as soon as you got them headphones, you went straight to recording. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's this 410 going on 420, about to roll up another one. About to get off into this live. Everybody tripping over that this motherfucker talking about the Michelle Obama is a man and shit. Nah, look, I was watching the UFC, right? You know, I was on the Detroit After Dark being Vanta. Whether you know it or not, we was on the UFC date in the middle of the Detroit After Dark. But she watching the real fight. I'm watching it from a nigga's cell phone and shit. I'm like, nigga, zoom out. I can see a little bit, but nigga, but zoom out. I ain't hearing the motherfucking Michelle Obama shit. I ain't find out the Michelle Obama shit until I set my ass down and start motherfucking looking for some news. But I hope. Yeah, BB 420 in a couple minutes. I'm rolling up now. What the fuck is my fucking blunt? Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I was looking for some news and I saw the shit pop up. And even my girl, Vicky Dillard, you know, like she's a motherfucker sister that talk about the diaspora and shit. And she be putting out information. That's some real needed information. Her name is Vicky Dillard. I think she got an IG. She got her own website, you know, and she do, you know, like what's the name of that? What's the name of that? Not a consultation. She does seminars. Yeah, she does seminars. You know, and you know, like you can pay for the seminar or whatnot, but like, you know, like I'll fuck with her because like she kind of put out some news and some information that we need to know. Yeah, her name is Vicky Dillard. Cool sister, cool sister. You know, and she's talking about it. I'm like, if Vicky Dillard talking about it, I gotta find out what the fuck this nigga really said. So it's just a brief ass clip. It's just a brief ass clip. You said, "Oh yeah, I do it for sure." Right after all that, Cat Anthony Towns. Oh yeah, I gotta watch that Disclosure Day. You know, I said I was gonna watch the Project Hail Mary first because like Vontae wanted me to watch that, but I'm watching Disclosure Day next. It's so many bad reviews I'm seeing, like you know, like I haven't watched it, you know, because I don't want it to be spoiled. I want to watch it for myself. But the fucking site was playing cool, then it started acting up. But I want to blame my phone for it. I don't want to blame the site because the shit was playing real cool until it got to the end. And I'm like, what the fuck going on with this fucking shit? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so like I'm gonna blame my phone. I think it was my phone that was acting up. But if it's a powerful site, then I probably might have to like get an upgraded phone in order to watch the movies. But it was probably my phone because it played good all the way up to the start stop pop up and the white line didn't pop up. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, I'm about to watch Disclosure Day next. You know, I don't know when, but you know, like you said, you're going live after this, so like that means I go over there, just see what's up with you. I might. Okay. that was new. Let me know if y'all hear me, man. My phone ain't them Joe Biden phone. Yo, this second phone is the the fucking Biden phone when I come again. Like the one that I'm on to make sure that my shit is not freezing. Yeah, this that old motherfucking Biden Harris phone. I keep on saying Obama because I had Obama phone for his whole 2 terms. Did we upgrade to that Biden Harris? It cut me off again. Can you hear me now? How about now? Can y'all hear me now? Because this is some bullshit. Doctors knew the evil they did. We knew they were killing patients. That's the shit that pissed me off. I'm seeing the fucking thumbnails like the fucking doctors knew we was killing patients. Why come out after the fact? That's the shit that pisses me off. Why come out after the fact that you killed millions of fucking people? Come on, fucking God, I want to blow this fucking planet up. Man, I'm talking about like real shit. And just like this Carmelo Anthony shit. Now y'all want to come out with all this bullshit after the fact. Nah, man. Nah. Mm-mm. I deem this world damned. In the words of Farouk, aka Ron Simmons, from the WWF to the WWE, damn. Now y'all want to come out after the fact. The fucking doctors knew they were killing people. Yes, yes, they knew. Yeah. And you want to know why? You know why I'm not surprised? No, I'm not fucking surprised. We're in the middle of a crisis, and we have doctors all around the goddamn country or the world doing TikTok dances. There's motherfuckers crying about people dying, but like he's rubbing his tears with a shitload of money that he made for the incentive to put COVID on the fucking chart. Oh my fucking God, I digress. But yeah.
Michelle Obama is a. Am I right, America?
Get the fuck out of here.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? Ladies and gentlemen. Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
What the fuck?
Keep my name out your mouth.
Michelle Obama came into the ring and slapped this nigga on some AI shit. This shit fucking crazy, bro. The memes, I'm talking about the minute he said it, the fucking memes came out.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
What the fuck?
Keep my name out your mouth.
Right. But where is it at? I think was this it?
Obama has announced.
No. It's the other one.
Trump's Iran deal hands Tehran the prize. Secret memos reveal a habeas corpus plot. The FBI raided years. Good morning. This is the Commonwealth Report, news for the public, not the powerful. You can follow us at commonwealthreport.news and get this in your email every morning. Did Trump just hand Iran everything it wanted? After months of a brutal war, President Trump says he's finally got a deal with Iran. And when you read the fine print, sure looks like Tehran walked off with the prize. The Strait of Hormuz reopens with no tolls. The American blockade comes down. There's a 60-day ceasefire. And $24 billion in frozen Iranian money gets released, half of it before the talks even start. The hard nuclear questions? down the road. Iran's missiles and its proxy armies, not even in the deal. Experts say Iran offered Trump a better nuclear deal before the war than this one. Trump's out there calling it, quote, a great deal. He started a war, he sidelined our allies, and Iran came out ahead. When you go to war and the other side gets the...
Damn it, I hate this fucking shit. Do y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? I hate this fucking YouTube. Fuck this fucking shit.
Secret White House memos just surfaced, and last year, top aide Stephen Miller pushed hard to suspend habeas corpus, the right that lets you challenge your own arrest in court. The goal was to speed up deportations and get around the judges slowing them down. A White House lawyer named Will Scharf wrote a confidential memo warning it would blow up in their faces. He reminded them that denying habeas was, quote, a key grievance of the American Revolution. When that stalled, they started eyeing the insurrection. Argued for using it to crush the protests in Minnesota. Consider that. The people you elected sat in a room and debated suspending one of the oldest rights we have, dates back to 1215. Who decides who gets federal money? Russell Vought, Trump's budget director and an architect of Project 2025, has a new plan. Under his proposed rule, political appointees would personally review every federal grant before it goes out. We're talking about more than $1 trillion that Congress already approved. Scientists, public health groups, and disaster agencies are sounding the alarm. Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro put it plainly. The test, she said, will be, quote, are you sufficiently loyal to the president? Fail that test and you could lose disaster relief, research into cures, even your local Head Start. More than 300 organizations have begged the vote to back off. This isn't budgeting. It's a loyalty machine for handing out your tax dollars. And Congress should control that purse, not one man. Surprise, they're coming for the people who register voters. On Thursday, FBI agents raided the Cleveland offices of the Ohio Organizing Collaborative. It's a grassroots group that's been registering voters since 2007. Agents seized documents and computers, then fanned out to the homes of staff and volunteers, pressing them for information. The supposed reason is an investigation into so-called voter fraud, the same fraud that study after study shows barely exists. And this is happening in a swing state with hot races for governor and Senate this fall. Board member Prentice Haney says investigators have no evidence of any wrongdoing. Let's be clear about what this is. Registering people to vote is not a crime. Using the FBI to scare them off is the real threat to democracy.
That's right. Yeah, so that's the crazy shit going on.
Michelle Obama is a man.
What the?
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
What the fuck?
Keep my name out your mouth.
Oh man, this is too much.
Ways the FBI can.
No, damn it. What the fuck is it? It gotta be this. It gotta be this one. Yeah, it gotta be this one. But before we do that, we gotta go tag team our girl Amelia, Vonta.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion. Haram! Haram! But I don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars. Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, wankers! The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood? These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country, and it's being taken from you. Chav, Posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
Well, speaking of cancer, here's one of...
No. Is this it right here?
Dharma has announced a UK social media ban. This means that 82% of the UK's population will need to hand out their identification to use the internet. But it's actually worse than we thought, because these restrictions aren't just for under 16s, they're also restrictions for over the age of 16. Platforms and services will be mandated to collect your personal information to verify your age. And as a comparison, in July of last year, the UK government introduced the Online Safety Act, where websites and services would have to verify your age for you to access adult content. Now, whilst we saw many of these platforms declare that they did not store, keep, or manage any of your data, and supposedly they immediately deleted your passports after you submitted them for ID verification, it later transpired that out of the 4 biggest age verification companies in the UK, 3 of them had leaked your private information. And this actually led to billions of ID documents being sold on the dark web. In fact, many people right now, maybe some of you watching this video, have had people cloning your passports without you knowing it. I want to go through all of the information in today's video about this announcement from Keir Starmer, because there's quite a bit of information and a few things that he's left open-ended, and the government love a grey area. But firstly, everyone in the UK will probably want to grab themselves a VPN right about now, as a VPN will put your device outside of the UK. So when you turn on a VPN, essentially it spoofs your location, so UK websites don't believe you're accessing them from the UK. So if you're an adult and you don't want to have to hand over your ID to use the internet, you can use Private Internet Access VPN at the link down below. And with that link, you get 2 months free and 87% off, which only works out at just over $1 a month. With Private Internet Access, one subscription will work across all of your devices. And there's also the added benefit that they don't log any of your browsing activity. So you truly are private online. So if you want to stay protected, now is
that
the time.
Ultimate Fighter show is hilarious. When they had Rashad Evans and Rampage Jackson. Rampage took that whole goddamn door off. I'm like, who put this cardboard plastic door in? Or they just made a cheap ass fucking building with a cheap ass door. But the nigga Rampage, I was watching out of that motherfucking show. Oh shit! And I think Rampage lost that fight. I think Rashad Evans won. Yeah, I think Rashad Evans won that fight. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I don't remember because like Rampage Jackson is a Southern guy, so this shit was hilarious. So I was like, oh man. Oh yeah, I think like Rampage Jackson was making fun of Rashad Evans when he got knocked out by the Dragon. I think he got knocked out either by the Dragon or motherfucking somebody, but I think the Dragon knocked out Rashad Evans and got the belt. I'm not really sure. But if you don't know who the Dragon is, everybody, that's Lyoto Machida. That's my motherfucking guy, bro. That motherfucker be going in. Lyoto the Dragon. Ugh. Yo, you know. There's a new season starting soon. I think that's what's up. The Ultimate Fighter on Spike TV. The Ultimate Fighter. When they have promos for the UFC fights, they show some of the backyard footage. Mm-hmm. That's what's up, Arthur. Baby, I love you. We can talk about fights and shit.
To do it. No, seriously, it really is. And you can do that with the link down below, but also it is the best way to support the channel. Now let's get into this announcement. Keir Starmer has announced a social media ban on under 16s and plans to impose curfews on older children. The Prime Minister will block content from most platforms, including TikTok and Snapchat, by raising the age limit for access from 13 to 16. At a press conference on Monday, Sir Keir said the ban would come into effect.
It's all good, Vanta, because like UFC was just popping last night. The UFC is in the air. There's every platform talking about this guy talking about Michelle Obama is a man. So platforms that be on other type of topics that I'm subscribed to is talking about this shit. So UFC is in the air, Vanta. You good. Shout out to Philly OG. What's good?
In the early part of next year and be enforced through age recognition, facial scans and digital IDs. Now there's a few things just in this little screenshot on screen right now that I need to point out. It says the early part of next year, but we already know that some social media companies have actually received mandates from the British government to start implementing changes before then. To be clear, the law will come into effect in the early part of next year. The social media platforms will want to get ahead of the law because obviously if they don't have it in place on the exact date or time, they will start receiving fines. So in reality, we're going to start seeing platforms introducing this probably in the next month, latest probably too. And also the other thing here, digital IDs. So originally, obviously, the UK government announced their mandatory digital ID scheme in the UK, where everyone would have to sign up for a digital ID. Now, with all the backlash and petitions, the government decided to initially walk back on this mandatory element. And when this happened, a lot of us said the same thing. We were kind of hedging our bets on the fact that there would be a social media ban at some point in the UK that would require people to sign up for digital ID to be able to use the internet. There it is, in plain text. He suggested that the measures could be extended to under 18s with an overnight curfew to stop teenagers and endless scrolling. And this is even more interesting because it's not just law and legislation, it's implementation. How they manage this. How do they stop people from endlessly scrolling? And we will get to that. Asked about the prospect of restrictions of older children, he said there were provisions for 16 and 17-year-olds that we are proposing to take forward. Now, this is where things get really, really, really important. The Labour government made it possible for 16-year-olds to vote in the UK. Meanwhile, it's worth noting that about 95% of political discourse takes place on social media in a modern age. So 16-year-olds are going to have the right to vote. And under this proposal, it's possible that 16 to 17-year-olds won't be able to have access to social media. And that's an easy way to get votes, isn't it? By hiding all exposés about political parties. Details of the suggested curfew were vague, but more information is expected to be released in the next month, by which point a Labour leadership contest may be in full swing. Now, this is something else that's going on at the moment. I mean, many of you know that the Labour Party in the UK they're on their last legs and they have been hanging on by a thread for about 2 months. It's entirely possible, and this is just speculation, Keir Starmer loses his role as Prime Minister and the next person that comes in decides to rip up this ban. We don't know. But the full official announcement is coming next month, and this is where they're actually going to lay down step by step their laws and legislation, and they're going to give us an exact date of when it's due to come into effect. And we actually do have a little bit more information on this due to an earlier report by the BBC. And here's some little kind of bullet point reporting from the initial announcement. Starmer says social media is making children unhappy, making it easier for bullies to abuse children, and is designed to be addictive. A ban would give children more time, security, and freedom to grow up, as well as more opportunities, he adds. Starmer adds that the government is not prepared to compromise on the safety and happiness of children. Are you sure about that, Keir? Are you sure about that? You like a little fib? And that includes in the regulation and enforcement of this ban. He says that the government has listened to and learned from countries like Australia, where a similar ban has already been introduced. What have you learned, Keir? Because it takes one Google search to verify that the Australian social media ban has been nothing short of a complete disaster. And the very premise of the ban that the UK wants to introduce is the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'm not for letting 16-year-olds vote either. They're doing that to increase the left's vote. Yep. And they also doing that to get them indoctrinated early into politics. 16 years old, man. We thinking about getting our schoolwork done, going to a house party, hang with some girls at the at Dawson's Creek. I don't want for my lunch to get colder. Like, playing video games, going to the arcade, going to the race car race. You know what I'm saying? Living a teenage lifestyle, but no, you gonna go vote, motherfucker. Go vote. Yo, man, we really need your vote. Nigga, I got homework tonight. Salute GBA. We're talking about the social media ban over there in the UK. They fucking with people's freedom.
Just with more platforms and services included. The government is also going further with world-leading action on gaming services and live streaming platforms.
Yeah, on gaming services. So get ready to see age verification on these newer platforms on certain video games, and probably the goddamn console itself in the future. You know, so that's why I'm trying to keep my old shit. I'm surprised my Xbox 360 still work. I might have to play that a bit. I'm surprised that bitch still work. I need to go back and play Bayonetta with her fine ass. Bayonetta. Bit her ass over. Anyway, I'm just glad that shit still work. And I got an Xbox One S and I got a PS4, so I'm good. I don't gotta worry about no verification on that shit. And I can play my music on my motherfucking Xbox. I'm good.
Now, this is another thing as well. So any platform that has the ability to add other users as friends.
Yes, he was getting paid. We already knew that. And when they went back to the evidence, and when you see it, you can't unsee it. It's like she was on the Ellen show, dancing with Ellen. She was walking out of a place and she would look like she was just scratching her nuts and shit. I'm like, this bitch is scratching like she got balls. Balls. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, And, you know, like, y'all can see it online. You know, they got compilations of this shit. You know, but hopefully they ain't get rid of them all, you know, because like they was cracking down on that shit, just like they was cracking down on the motherfucking Joan Rivers shit. When Joan Rivers was like, Michelle is a fucking tranny, and that bitch died within a week during tonsil surgery. How many people you know died during tonsil surgery? I thought that's a safe motherfucking surgery. I know you could die during tonsil surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know she was old and whatnot, but, you know, but within a week, though, another motherfucking, one of Obama's cooks got murked. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, they make motherfuckers disappear. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If the truth come out, somebody gotta go. But no, you don't sacrifice your cook. You need your cook. You are the former president and first lady boy of the United States, and y'all have a cook. If y'all killing the cook, that motherfucker found out something he wasn't supposed to find out, and he probably found out the motherfucker was a man. And he was probably talking to one of his friends online. Yo, man, I got an inside scoop. And you know, like, and motherfucker, Michael Obama is sitting behind a wall just listening in, like, all right, I'm about to kill this motherfucker. As soon as he got off the phone, Michael, like, who you talking to, motherfucker? In the deep voice, like, oh shit. Hey, Michelle. It's Michael. It's always been Michael. Or you can call me Big Mike. You're like, oh shit, don't kill me, Mike. Oh shit. Hey, yo, man, if I come up missing, y'all, in the words of Ice Cube, if they shot me up, you know who did it. If they locked me up, you know who did it. Okay? In the words of Ice Cube, let's go.
Or message people or upload user-generated.
All that is allegedly. Let me get that off the way.
Content will also fall into the scope of this regulation. So if you like gaming, you should probably get a VPN. If passed in Parliament, the ban will come into force by spring 2027, he adds. Now, this seems quite far away, but I've actually been reading a bit more information into this, and like I said earlier in the video, their plan here is to make it a legal requirement by that date. The reality is, and more realistically, the full law will come into effect in December, but social media platforms are now being given like a 3-month-ish window to develop all of their age verification measures and implement them all to get ahead of this. Now, obviously at the moment, this is the big news, but people are forgetting that a week ago, Keir Starmer gave social media platforms his ultimatum. They have to implement their own age verification measures within a period of around about a month.
Speaking of Michael Obama, I wonder how her podcast coming along. Because now Michael Obama got to go back to her podcast and be like, this UFC fighter. Talking to the fruitcake. Oh my God. We ain't gonna hear the end of this. You know that, right? We ain't gonna hear the end of this shit. We ain't gonna hear the end of it.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
What the fuck?
Keep my name out your mouth. Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
What the fuck?
Keep my name out your mouth.
Fuck my man's up, though. Fuck that motherfucker up, though. He was like, we was on the Detroit After Dark watching that shit. Oh, yeah. Our bad. We was on the Detroit After Dark, like UFC date. Like it was 2 for 1. Fuck that motherfucker up. I wish the camera was motherfucking better, but the nigga was in the crowd. But I ain't paying for no fucking Paramount. They can kiss my ass. I wait till Vaughn to send me the motherfucking highlights. Little quick highlight clip so I can motherfucking put a song under it. But I was like, nigga, zoom your camera out. At least I saw enough. But one more time.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
What the fuck?
Keep my name out your mouth.
This shit gonna be hilarious. This shit gonna be hilarious. I already see it now. This is my first time I've ever seen this. They're gonna spin this. Oh my God, I'm sorry to say it. They're gonna make it a racist thing. You already know it. They'll be like, he's white. Michelle Obama is black, whether the bitch is a tranny or not. They make it as a race thing on one end of the spectrum. The other end of the spectrum, which is the funny end, we're gonna laugh at this. We're gonna laugh at it. The conspiracy spectrum is he wrong? And they're gonna go to all the clips that I said on the Ellen show and all the other pick, man. This shit, oh my fucking God. We got like three or 4 weeks of this. We got 3 or 4 weeks of this shit. I think Mirage should jump in the other guy next time. Yep. Keep my wife name out your mouth. He'll be like, I'm not a fighter. I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message. Nah, he ain't no fighter because I look at how you sit down. This nigga cross his legs. Don't know niggas, man, what? This nigga cross his legs when he sit down. Fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't fighting. His gay ass motherfucking cousin would probably get into the octagon before Barack would. the motherfucking faggot that motherfucking Michelle Obama be talking to on her podcast. He'll probably get in the ring before Obama would. And that's some crazy shit. And walk away very quickly. Oh my God, I can't believe people fell for the Obama trap. Like it was a real shit. All right, which one was this? What was this?
Trump's Iran deal.
Nope, I did that. I think it was it this?
Ways the FBI can find your real IP.
Yeah, that's last. So it was this.
Well, speaking of cancer, here's one of the leading cancer researchers in the world. Heralded before he started talking about COVID and the link to cancer. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Angus
Dalglish.
He's a professor emeritus of oncology, City St. George's University of London. He's written over 500 papers that have been submitted and published in medical journals about all things from HIV's linked to cancer, all things related to cancer. And here's what he had to say.
I'd just like to point out, as you say, I've been in cancer immunotherapy for over 3 decades.
You gotta speed up. I gotta slow down. He be doing the same shit I'm doing. Like he speed up the video to get through the motherfucking video quick. So I gotta put it back to the original speed and go back. Hold on. Shit out my face. Sorry about that.
I have made a big advance evidence on this. I'd just like to point out that, as you say, I've been in cancer immunotherapy. I've been in cancer immunotherapy for over 3 decades, and I have made big advances in the treatment of cancer with immunotherapy. So this sets the scene that I became aware in early 22 of my patients who've been stable for years, mainly melanoma patients. They'd had several different types of immunotherapy, and in 6 weeks, I saw 6 patients relapse with melanoma. They'd been stable for 3 to 18 years. They felt well, apart from the relapse. And being investigated, I asked, what was the thing that was common? And the thing that was common is they'd all received a booster vaccine from their general practitioners. Now, I know that these cancers are totally controlled by the T-cell response, so I immediately suspected the T-cell response was being perturbated by the cancer. And initial investigations showed that this was likely to be true. However, there was then a paper published by some doctors in Madrid, which I quote, the paper is called The Evidence of Exhausted Lymphocytes After the Third Anti-SARS-CoV-2 Vaccine Dose in Cancer Patients. I mean, this was absolutely staggering. They showed across hundreds of patients that you get this T-cell suppression. Hard on the heels of this were then numerous reports that following the booster vaccine, we were getting IgG immunoglobulins switching, so you converted the immune system from being aggressive fighting invaders to one of tolerization. So therefore, the immune system was tolerating the cancer, and this was the reason in starting to see it. However, it is important at this stage to say that we were getting reports after I first reported this of other cancers. And my initial observation that this is all due to T-cell suppression started to fade into a perspective that other actors were at work with the vaccine. Colorectal cancer was being reported by my patients, by my fellow surgeons, as presenting late, stage 4, not stage 1 or 2, and early in patients in their 20s and 30s and 40s in a way that we have not seen before. Right. And then in my own practice, as I was looking for patients who'd had other cancers, I noticed that they too had had booster vaccines, and I listed them. Everything from the common cancers, from breast, prostate, etc., and all the way through to some really unexpected ones, including glioma, and more recently, hematological malignancies. Now, looking at the literature as to why this could be involved in 2 big publications, one's been accepted prior to, and this mechanism is being prevented, and the number of people who've shown this is quite enormous. So as an oncologist, who I started to see that it's not only my patients now, it's people I know really well who are going down with cancer, and they're going down more aggressively, and that the treatment is not working nearly as well. And I'm used to people saying, oh, there's no evidence.
Oh, God damn it. Is my shit fucking up? God damn it. Yeah, can I hear everything? Is everything working cool?
So cancers increasing, and that there's anything to do with the vaccine. But I can assure you from the patients that I have seen, that many have seen a dozen doctors before. Not one of them has ever asked the vaccine history. So of course they see no evidence. And my full detailed research into messenger RNA vaccines, and I was on the scientific board of a company claimed to be the messenger RNA vaccine company for 5 years, and left 8 years ago. So I know a lot more than the average clinician. And make it myself and others, way you can control this technology and its use for future.
So there he is telling you the mechanism of how the mRNA vaccine suppresses your own body's immune system, your T cells, and it makes it tolerate cancer, which is why people are showing up with what they call turbo cancers. All of a sudden, people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s showing up with stage 4 cancer. And so they'll say, oh, there's no such thing as turbo cancer. But of course, again, this is not a quack. This is not a fringe doctor. These are the leading doctors in the world telling you this. And of course, they're being suppressed and discredited. And now there's a move to make all the vaccines mRNA based. Have you heard about that?
Well, it should concern you. It's being used in veterinary medicine as well. I think that's the whole purpose of this thing. This mRNA platform can be such a profitable platform. You can,
thank you, Vaughn.
Bring out a new variety almost overnight. So they really wanted to use this, but as this oncologist pointed out, he'd been involved in research with mRNA. It never succeeded. It just never worked. They couldn't control it. And so they never used it in cancers, even though that might have pretty promising use right there. No, they wanted to be able to give it to billions of people, and that's exactly what they did. But again, what he's talking about is overwhelming evidence, which isn't proof. Again, they're playing word games. Just like going back to what our study uncovered, I think most Americans would think the FDA's job was to, again, search for those needles in the haystack. Their algorithms, safety signals that they could is causing that. We're not going to warn the American public because, Jimmy, we can't create vaccine hesitancy.
FYT. It puts the YouTube changes it into the word throat. Throat. And they put the symbol next to the comment. I hate this shit.
Not to approve this, first of all, just general approval, and then for children, and then for really young children, because Biden wanted to mandate this in the military. He couldn't do it without approval. So if you look at the timeline, that's how I do my investigations. You look at the timeline, this is so obvious and is so outrageous, which is why you hear this passion in my voice. And it's what drives me nuts that the media is completely ignoring this. But no, there is overwhelming evidence. It was in theirs, it's across the board. And the doctor he didn't show, Dr. Adair, he's the one that wrote the study looking at 300 cases showing that plausible mechanism. He's being destroyed. All of a sudden, you got these trolls on PubPeer, they call it Pub Smear, that are going back to research he published 10 years ago and just nitpicking it, which if he wants the research to stand, he's got to respond to all this stuff. They're just tormenting the guy. And that's the other part of that here was, okay, here are the plausible mechanisms, and here's the corruption of science and scientific research and scientific publication. It's a real problem. We need to return integrity to science, which science doesn't have it anymore.
So RFK, that was one of the things he promised, that we were going to get back to evidence-based science in our medical journals. Now, we know that the medical journals are corrupt, just as corrupt as Dr. Fauci, just as corrupt as Tony Collins, just as corrupt as the news agencies are, because they all take the big pharma money. How come that isn't happening?
Because he is up against powerful forces. He's being sabotaged and undermined within his own agency. Again, I issued a friendly subpoena at HHS. Under Biden, we got nothing in response to my 78 letters, oversight letters. When Bobby came into HHS, we issued a friendly subpoena to force these actors in the agencies to give us documents. They didn't give us documents. And he got so disgusted, turn it over. So they dumped 11 million pages on us. That wasn't to be helpful to us. That was to overwhelm us so we couldn't find the needles in the haystack. My staff's just really good. But to this day, I believe Bobby Kennedy is being undermined, sabotaged within the actors within these agencies, but also with big pharma. I mean, these folks are powerful. They know how to destroy people. They know how to destroy people's careers. That's what they're doing with Dr. Aldery right now. That's what they do with Dr. McCulloch and Pierre Corey. The people who testified before my hearings, they have their lives upended and their careers destroyed. Fortunately, a lot of them kind of come out on the back end of them. They've rebuilt their careers, telling the truth. But again, Bobby Kennedy is up against powerful forces. We all are. The only weapon we have, Jimmy, is we have the truth. And we have to believe the truth has its own power.
How discouraged are you now, just about government in general, when you see that something as important as our health and a rollout of a novel vaccine is completely lied about, corrupted, and then when you do discover it and you have somebody as powerful as you, a sitting senator, one of the most powerful 50 people in the whole country, presenting it, it gets completely ignored. I mean, you have to feel depressed a little bit about this, no?
Well, I sprang out of the Tea Party movement, so I'm not a fan of government to begin with. I mean, nor were our founders. We need some government, but need to be limited, because if there's a one-word definition of government, it's power. As Lord Acton properly pointed out, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So no, this doesn't surprise me. I would say I'm shocked at the depth and the level of corruption. But no, this doesn't discourage me. This just fires me up. This outrages me. I tend to be for a premier of the duty to disobey. The harm caused to the finest among us, and then the ones who potentially died or had the serious adverse events. But the ones who were just discharged, I mean, same thing with firefighters. I mean, all these people that were discerning, that had skepticism, which by the way is a one-word definition of science, is skepticism, that refused to take the jabs, they lost their careers, whether it's in the military, firefighters, nurses, doctors. Again, people's lives have been destroyed, not just with the adverse events, but pushing up against these powerful forces. And they're still in place, and they're just as powerful. Well, I'm on your show. It is getting wider, more widely known.
We need a revolution.
Those of us who are doing this, we just have to keep pushing the truth. The beauty of it, just like Bobby Kent, the story of him getting involved in vaccines, right? Environmental lawyer giving talks, and these moms would show up with vaccine injured kids, and he didn't want to touch her with a 10-foot pole because he knew how dangerous it was, until one mom showed up on a step with stack full science.
How do you sound now?
leaving until you read this. To Bobby Kennedy's credit, he read it, and he couldn't close his eyes. He couldn't turn his back. And Jimmy, that's what I'm finding for all these, people who, I shouldn't call my daughter was graduated from Johns Hopkins, absolutely pro-vaxxed. And she read Dissolving Illusions. Her eyes were opened. So once your eyes are open to this, once you have met the injection or the vaccine injured, you can't turn your back on them. So I wasn't going to run for a third term, but I met Brianne Dressen. I met the injection injured. I hugged people a man whose child was killed by these injections. You can't turn your backs on people like that, and you can't close your eyes. So that's what we've got going for us. Once people see the truth, unless they have such cognitive distances that just can, and a lot of people are like that, but an awful lot, their eyes are open, they're not going to close them.
Everybody, come see me on tour. I'll be in Spokane.
All right, now I get to go to the meat and potatoes. But hold on, one more time. Yo.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
What the fuck?
Keep my name out your mouth.
It's going down. I want y'all to leave out real quick, just real quick, because I just want to let y'all know that I'm not fucking bullshitting. Go to my community post. Go to my fucking community post real quick, just real fucking quick, and come right back. About to play a song real quick before you get over to the last track.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
This is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me, hey. This is more than a fantasy. Baby, travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. Smoke fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me, hey. Let me hit you with this Detroit flow. Shout out the feed down to the beat so cold. Fuck up here, got some girls that is down to fuck. Don't fuck with them lanes, baby, ride with us. We fly as fuck, come through with the freshest fit. Time to step on the scene with the freshest kicks. Got to do another show at the club tonight. Then grab my bag, we go to fuck tonight. Let me take the word up, making love tonight. Baby, bend that dance over, let me love you right. Can't do construction work, about to break your walls. She's so adventurous, we have sex at parks. After naughty pig lit, she can ride the dick. Going up and down like hydraulics and shit. She talking to me, naughty, yeah, it's getting intense. Well, before I come inside, you get a pass and a kiss. This is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wait till she got on top of me. Hey, this is more than a fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. Smoking fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey, girl, you're the truth. Let's chill for a while. Got another spot for us, girl. Bet you a smile. About to do some cosplay, then we go do a show. Got a lot of performance chilling on the boat off the coast. Pull up in the Audi, the new Valari. Redhead got his hat to take me to the party. She has some girlfriends, that's a group at Army. They took me to the room, we was getting naughty. Baby girl love me, said I'm cool and charming. Thank God, baby girl, you never wrong me. We going overseas, we be doing some things. One day, baby girl, I'm blessing you with a ring. But in between time, no disparaging us. When I get into the room, girl, I'm tearing it up. Then after this, went back in, cause I can't get enough. This is more than the fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey, this is more than a fantasy. A baby travel the land with me. We making love on the lavish beach. No fuck, then we fast asleep. Wake up, she got on top of me. Hey,
HHN special report. Real quick music break, real quick. Let's get back to it. Where was it at? It had to be this, right?
Well, speaking of cancer,
Nah, it was this, right?
Who designed America's?
Nah, it was this, right?
Dharma has announced
No. Shit, it was this, right? The VPN. But I don't think the FBI is in the UK, so you're good. You just got to worry about MI5, MI6. So you straight. This is what we got to worry about if we fuck with a VPN. The FBI can still, but I want them to know who the fuck I am and where I'm nuke for me. And they have to have a reason. They have to have a reason. But they're trying to push these laws to make us a domestic terrorist, and they can lock a motherfucking old lady up for motherfucking putting a Facebook post, and she's nowhere near violent. They knew they was gonna lock her up. The motherfucker was violent saying that shit. They'll think twice fucking with that old ass grandma. Probably got an AK and a cigar in her mouth ready to blast at the police. They probably would have thought twice. They probably see pictures of her with her motherfucking up gun in her hand and shit and a walker. She get punched, she'd be like, you still hit like a bitch. And motherfucker knock a nigga the fuck out. Give him an uppercut. Old lady style. From the UK. Beat you with a motherfucking walker and a crochet mallet. But I hope everything cool. It's the last video.
Real IP address. Even if you're using a VPN, even if you're using Tor, and the most wanted hacker on the internet found that out the hard way. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how each of the 6 methods works, what data each one actually exposes about you, and the specific thing you can do tonight to defend against it. And the one mistake almost everyone makes online that catches more people than every advanced technique combined. Quick disclaimer. This video is for understanding digital privacy and protecting your own. Everything is sourced by report.
Okay? Educational purposes only. This is edutainment where I'm at. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to dive into the field of hacking and cybersecurity, I'm going to have to learn how to protect myself. And if they're passing these fucking laws that takes away our freedom of privacy and freedom of speech and freedom of expression, then I'm going to have to protect my motherfucking self. But at the same time, I love walking like I'm the Joker. Because it's all about being unpredictable. It's all about the element of surprise. It's all about knowing when to pick your battles. But at the same time, it's also time to speak the fuck up. And whether anybody know it or not, if anybody think this shit great or not, this is just level 1. I call this the Minister of Information phase. When I leave and get some fucking rest, that's when level 2 began. And then it'll be to be determined when it comes to level 3. But level 3 is going to be the rebuilding process. Level 4 is going to be everybody having everlasting peace. But we got a motherfucker want it. At the end of the day, I already know what it is. Half of this country can't fucking read or comprehend or use their critical thinking skills. Come on now.
One, your VPN is keeping logs and you don't know it. Most people pay for a VPN.
That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. I was like, yes, the VPN protects you, but the VPN still got your info. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm just looking at the common sense part. Common sense. But let's go.
And believing the marketing on the homepage. Words like zero logs, no tracking, complete anonymity. Here's the reality. Most major VPN providers keep what they call connection logs, even when they claim they don't. Connection logs include the time you connected, the IP address you connected from, how long you stayed connected, and how much data you transferred. That information alone is enough to identify you. When the FBI subpoenas a VPN provider, they don't need browsing history. They cross-reference the connection timestamps against the activity they're investigating, and the two ends, one user. This isn't theoretical. PureVPN handed connection logs to the FBI in 2017, leading to a 17-year federal sentence for a cyberstalker who trusted their no-logs claim. And PureVPN wasn't isolated. IP Vanish, Hide My Ass, and others have all handed over user data when subpoenaed, despite identical no-logs marketing at the time. How do you defend yourself against this? Most VPN companies have never been legally tested in court. You don't know what they actually keep until they get subpoenaed. So before you trust any VPN, look for 3 things on their website. First, an independent audit by a security firm, ideally within the last 2 years. Second, a published transparency report showing how many government requests they received and how they responded. Third, jurisdiction. US-based VPN providers are subject to US legal compulsion. Providers based in Switzerland, Sweden, or Panama have stronger legal protection. 3 providers that have actually been tested in court and shown to keep no usable logs are Molvad, iVPN, and Proton VPN. Molvad let police inspect their offices and servers, and the investigators found nothing because there was nothing to find. That's what a real no-logs policy looks like in practice. Even if your VPN is bulletproof, the next method bypasses it entirely. Because it doesn't touch your network traffic at all. It runs code directly on your computer. By the way, if you actually want to learn how to do this yourself, instead of just watching me, that's exactly what I teach inside the Hacker Academy. The moment you join, you learn how to build your own AI hacking agent. On top of that, you get the OSINT field manual, the exact playbook you can use on real investigations to find people, uncover hidden accounts, geolocate photos, and trace emails and usernames back to a real identity. Plus the Pro Hacker cheat sheets for learning basic hacking skills. By the end, you won't just understand OSINT. You'll be running full investigations from scratch with total confidence. Check out the link in the comments or description. Method 2. Browser exploits running on your machine. Your VPN and Tor work by hiding your traffic on the network. They can't protect you from code directly on your computer. Here's how this method works. The FBI either runs a website themselves or compromises one that suspects visit. When you load the page, malicious code executes inside your browser.
You super tired. You probably just getting off of work. Like, I know that motherfucker word. Like, you ain't even used the R. You ain't say tired. You like, I'm super tired. I'm super tired. I already know how the language is. Woo, shit. You must have had a long day too. Yeah, but I was out there, shit, you know, I had to do my live, pick up some bread, come back, pay some bills, get some food. I tried to go live, but my fucking internet was fucking up. You know, I made a short talking about that fucking chemtrail blanket. I wouldn't be surprised if that's fucking up our signal.
That code doesn't try to read your network traffic. It pulls your real IP address straight from your operating system and sends it back to the FBI, completely bypassing whatever anonymity tools you have running. This is called a network investigative technique, or NIT. Example is the Playpen operation, where the FBI ran a dark web forum for 13 days from a server in Virginia. During that window, every Tor user who visited got hit with a NIT exploiting an outdated Firefox vulnerability. Over 1,300 users were de-anonymized in less than 2 weeks. What data does a NIT capture? Your real IP address, your MAC address, which is a unique hardware identifier on your computer, your username on the operating system, and sometimes the version of your OS and the time on your system clock. That's enough to identify you with near certainty. Here's the defense. NITs almost always exploit known browser vulnerabilities that have already been patched. The Playpen victims got caught because they were running outdated versions of the Tor browser. People who...
And that right there let me know this is why hackers is always upset. You know, like the ones that's really trying to really try to do something. They be like, man, I got to get this shit upgraded. I got to get my upgrade. I got to get the upgrade. I got to get the new upgrade. I got to get the new upgrade. I'm like, what the fuck are you trying about to upgrade for? This is why. This is why. If you want to stay completely in the dark, you cannot use old tech. So it's like, you know, you got to stay ahead of the FBI. You know, that's why the movies about the hackers be so great. You know, it's like, yo, they motherfucking way ahead of the game, and the FBI be pissed. How the fuck? Because our shit come from the DOJ. But what people don't understand, that they think a hacker is a single entity, group. It's a group. But there are the solo dolos out there. Those are the ones that get caught. You know, the real hackers, they are in the group and they're not getting caught. They're the ones solo dolo think they can do it alone. But I'm telling you this, you cannot do it alone. Even in the movie Hackers, the movie Antitrust, those motherfuckers were a group. And the movie Hackers, they caught up with that group. They killed some motherfuckers too. They wasn't playing. Government wasn't fucking playing that motherfucker. You know? But I hope y'all hear me. I hope this shit ain't fucking up.
Updated within a week of each release were largely safe. Specifically, do these two things tonight. First, open whichever browser you use for sensitive work and update it to the latest version. Then enable automatic updates if it's not already on. Second, update your operating system. The single biggest reason people get hit by NITs is that they put off updates for weeks or months. Make it a habit to install updates the same day they're released. Updating your browser stops most of these attacks, but the next method doesn't need to touch your computer at all. It just watches the network. Method 3, traffic correlation on Tor. Tor routes your traffic through 3 random relays around the world, encrypting it in layers so no single relay sees both who you are and where you're going. The encryption itself hasn't been broken. The metadata around it has. Here's the attack in plain terms. Imagine someone watching the entrance and exit of a long tunnel. They can't see what's happening inside the tunnel, but if they see a red car go in at 2:15 a.m. and a red car of the same size come out the other end 600 milliseconds later, they know it's the same car. Tor is the tunnel. The FBI is watching both ends. The bigger and rarer your activity, the easier you are to spot in this way. Someone uploading a single large file at 3 in the morning is much easier to identify than someone casually browsing. The FBI doesn't need to control all of Tor to do this. They just need to observe enough of the network, which with ISP cooperation and intelligence partnerships, they can. Operation Onimus in 2014 took down over 400 dark websites in a single coordinated action. And the Tor project itself believes traffic correlation was part of how those sites were located. Here's the defense. Traffic correlation is the hardest method to fully defeat as an individual user. But you can make yourself a much harder target by following these rules. First, don't do anything time sensitive over Tor. The longer you wait between requests, the harder you are to correlate. Don't expect Tor to feel like normal browsing. It's slower for a reason, and that slowness is also part of your protection. Second, never use Tor on a network that's also doing recognizable other activity. If you're the only person on your office Wi-Fi using Tor at 3 in the morning, you're trivially identifiable through correlation. Use Tor from networks where Tor traffic blends in, like public Wi-Fi at large coffee shops or libraries. Third, accept that against a determined nation-state level adversary, perfect Tor anonymity isn't realistic. Tor protects you against most attackers, most of the time. Use it appropriately for that threat level, not for goals beyond what it's actually built to do. This is the method that surprises most people the most, because it has nothing to do with your IP address at all. Method 4, your browser is uniquely identifying you, even through Tor. Every browser on every device sends a unique signature to every website you visit. It's called a browser fingerprint, and it's made from data your browser sends willingly, every single time, automatically. Here's what's in a fingerprint: your exact browser version, your operating system, your screen resolution, your installed fonts, and about a dozen other technical details, all sent willingly to every site you visit. Together, these data points form a signature so specific that you're often uniquely identified among millions of users. What this means in practice: if you visit one website with your real identity, and later visit a different website through Tor or a VPN, but your browser fingerprint matches between
Only
the two,
on my end,
you've just linked your anonymous activity to your real identity. The IP doesn't matter. The fingerprint is the identifier. You can test your own fingerprint right now. Go to a website called Cover Your Tracks, run by the Electronic Frontier Foundation. It scores how unique your browser is among everyone they've tested. Most people score in the top 1% of uniqueness, which means they're trivially identifiable. Here's the defense. The Tor browser, by default, makes every user look identical to every other Tor browser user. That's its actual primary protection, not the IP routing. It's the fingerprint flattening. So follow these rules. If you use Tor, use it exactly as it comes. Don't install extensions. Don't change settings. Don't smaller. Don't add bookmarks. Every customization you make turns you back into a user. If you're not using Tor, but you want stronger fingerprint protection in normal browsing, use Firefox or Brave with their built-in fingerprint resistance enabled. They flatten enough of the data to make you significantly harder to track. We're halfway through. 4 methods covered, 2 to go. If this is helping you, hit the like button and drop a comment with which method surprised you the most. Now let's get to the one I promised at the start. The one mistake almost everyone makes online. Method 5. The operational security mistake almost everyone makes. This is the single most common way real investigations identify suspects, and it's something almost everyone does without thinking. Method 5 is identity reuse. Every time you use the same username, the same email address, or the same handle across different accounts, you're creating a thread that investigators can follow. Even a single shared identifier between an anonymous account and a personal one is enough to link them permanently. Here's how investigators exploit this. They start with one piece of information about a suspect, a username, an email, a phone number. Then they run that identifier through public databases, breach datasets, archived forum posts, and OSINT tools. Within minutes, they have every other account that ever used that identifier. From there, the trail to a real identity is usually a few short steps. Ross Ulbricht, who ran Silk Road, was identified partly because he used the username Altoid on a public Bitcoin forum years before launching the dark market, then reused it elsewhere with a slight variation. The FBI found the trail by searching old forum posts. Jeremy Hammond, who hacked Stratfor, was identified partly because he reused a password from his social activism days on his hacker infrastructure. Elder Kim, who emailed a bomb threat through Tor to delay an exam at Harvard, was caught because he was the only person on the Harvard Wi-Fi network using Tor at that exact moment. The lesson is the same in every case. The technical anonymity tools held up. The human behavior didn't.
All right, I'm back. Let me go check see who's at the door. I thought somebody was at the door. But yeah, that's it. Right, me too. I'm all in too. You know, shout out in the group, whatever though. But yeah, you know, like, but you know, there's ways around it. But like this just over here on our end. You know, so like we just gotta be more smarter and clever. You know, like that's we're gonna use a VPN, but me, like I got nothing to hide. All I'm doing is just talking shit. You know, so you know, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Fuck the bullshit. I know my rights. They better not come to my door and be on that bullshit. Be like, you were saying some shit online. Nope. Nope. I know what they're looking for. They're looking for be like, everybody gather up at such and such, such and such and such. They're like, we got them, boys. Whoop, whoop. Well, when I come back, I already know what it is. I'm coming back all black, trench coat, patch on the eye, and I don't even need a fucking eye patch. Phones encrypted, and I got a phone to shut down a whole motherfucking goddamn fucking whole goddamn Eastern Seaboard with some hacking with a cell phone. Be like, lights out. It's gonna be a wrap. Watching through the earpiece, they're like, target spotted. Thank you, babe. When I jump off the roof in slow motion and shit, you know, collecting all that motherfucking what they call it? Oh, you know, no. What they call it? I be on the rooftop with aura farming. That's what it is. Be on the motherfucking rooftop aura farming like a motherfucker. Ain't that what your young whippersnappers call it? Be on the rooftop aura farming. Jump off the roof and land like Celine from Underworld. She jumped off the roof and just said, "Me," just started walking. I was like, "Oh, vampire!" Goddamn, Celine, I love that goddamn bodysuit. Who had the best bodysuit? Celine from Underworld or Trinity from The Matrix? Y'all got 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1-0. Game over. So who had the best bodysuit? Was it Celine from Underworld? Or was it Trinity from The Matrix? But anyway, that's the last stuff. We're going to play one more song and we're going to get up out of here. Oh, shit. We got through it, y'all. We got through the bullshit. It's 10:21 over there. So you already know what we're going to play, Vonta. But I keep on forgetting about our sponsor. You know we got to play our sponsor. HHN Special Report is brought to you in part by...
Begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider. There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens cider. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider. My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mom loves the Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick Don Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
Shout out to everybody. HHN Special Report with Kane the Anchorman and UK correspondent Vonta. It is UK After Dark now. 10:22 in the UK After Dark, 5:22 over here in Detroit. Georgia.
Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl loving everybody get naughty. Time to have baby girl loving everybody get naughty. Naughty,
4:22 in Chicago.
baby girl get naughty.
4:22 in the Netherlands.
Baby girl get naughty. Walking in the club, lady showing love. On stage, tell that motherfucker love, baby girl getting low. Drop the flow, pick it back up, baby, make that ass roll. Out of control, don't be saying roll. Baby twerking on me, girl, you know how it go. Gonna drop, singing low, take it to the mo. Baby hop on it soon as the door. The one that you chose, take off my clothes, pull out the camera phone, wanna see you do a pose, put it to video, time to make a flick, going for a process when I'm giving her the dick, baby girl, you the shit, girl like a party with, take fire like an arsonist, baby this a hit, got another party mix, call me selling. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl loving it, she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl loving it, she about to get naughty, get naughty, naughty, get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, naughty, naughty. Giving her the business, love it when I'm in it. Been around so that's her favorite position. To a raw, going in the deep, fucking all night, we ain't about to go to sleep. Vibing to the beat, while I clap her cheeks. Baby girl skirting and she fucking up the sheets. She the beauty of the beast, eat her like a feast. Sweet cherry pie, baby, let me get a piece. Detroit after dark, get it in the park. Under the stars on the hood of a car. She adventurous, we up in the parking lot. Put up to the job, we was fucking on the clock. They ain't not the road, the driving. Treated like a swimming pool, I'm about to dive in. This a party over here, got you fucking vibing. Party girl, yeah, I'm about to slide in. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it and she about to get naughty, get naughty. Naughty, naughty, get naughty, naughty. Naughty, 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 time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it and she about to get naughty, 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 get naughty, naughty,
HHN special report. Hey. Shouts out to everybody. Much love to the UK correspondent Vanta. You already know what it is. And shouts out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG in the groove. Who else came through? Shout out to GBA Radio. You already know. And who else? I think that's it. Unless I'm past somebody. I'm trying to scroll through. I don't see nobody else. Oh no, shout out to Monty. You already know what it is. And anybody that's watching on the playback. Right. Damn. The YouTube was messing up during the naughty song. You know, my other phone that wasn't motherfucking buffing and properly to check and see if it was playing cool. But I'm glad everybody came through. I start I think I work Friday night. I think they want us back Friday. And I think it's nighttime because I have to go pick up my bread, talk to my boss. You know, right, hit the like button if you haven't. Hit the like button if you had it. I mean, if you haven't. You said it come back on the 19th. I think the 19th is Friday. Yeah, the 19th is Friday, and we got a late game. Oh, fuck. I missed when I was off last Friday. It was awesome. I was off last Friday. But yeah, we come back late. And then we do the afternoon. Then we do the afternoon again. Then we come back late again on Monday. Okay, cool. Okay. So starting Friday, no Detroit After Dark. Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, Monday I'm late, Tuesday late, Wednesday late shift, Thursday late shift, Friday late shift again. What? Come on. Come on. Like this. Saturday noon shift and Sunday the noon shift. Sunday is the last day. So from Friday, from this Friday going to next Sunday. Dang. Okay. I'm just looking at the motherfucker time frame to make sure everything be cool. So it's gonna be a lot of. So it's gonna be no Detroit After Darks for like 4 days in a row, starting that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Ugh. No Detroit After Darks. Jesus fucking Christ! They knew exactly what the fuck they was doing. So what I'm gonna do is try to probably make I'll probably just try to make a jam session. You know, like before I go to work or something. That's probably gonna have that's probably how I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do a jam session. It was like or just do some news, but I'm not gonna overwork myself. I'm gonna just go with the flow, see what's popping. Yeah, just go with the flow. I'm not about to overexert myself, overthink either. Fuck the bullshit. Too much on my plate already. Let's just make it go with the flow. So this is your man, Sir K. Kane, the anchor man, with Vanta, the UK correspondent. We talked about the new social media ban over there in the UK. We talked about the UFC fighter and Michelle Obama shit. We ain't gonna hear the end of this shit on all levels of the spectrum when it comes to the talking points. And, and we talked about these motherfucking monsters in the big pharma that was giving people turbo cancer with this mRNA vaccine. So yeah, and now shit want to come out. And what makes me mad is all the shit is coming out now after the fact that all the millions of people died. You know what I'm saying? When is the justice going to be served? These motherfuckers need to be hung for crimes against humanity. But since the motherfuckers in power, like who gonna get in power? The one that's overall it, you know what I'm saying? Or the one that condones the actions of this shit, because goal is depopulation. So it's still fucking crazy, man. But when it comes to this work shit, I'm gonna just go with the flow, and whatever happens, Vonta, I will let you know. I'll let you know if I'll keep you updated because you're the first lady. You already know what it is. But see y'all in a minute. Y'all know how we end it. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tech 9 by the waistline, looking the hype shit. I never claim to be the best. I have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. Then after that, the platinum beef. After that, hurricane. Trigger bang bang. HHN special report. I think Georgia City was going live. If you go live, I'll show love over there. Say what up. Say salute. I already gave my salute to GBA Radio. I think he was live. I threw my salute to hit the like button over there. And I think that's it. Like whoever's live, I give my salutes, but Joy about to go live. I wanted to watch that disclosure day, but I'm gonna still watch it. I'm gonna still try to watch it. I already ate, so I'm feeling pretty good. If I don't watch disclosure day, I might just roll up a blunt and work on some music. And shit, and probably wait on you to see me those so I can throw some music up and put it on my second page. On my second page, just gonna build that up. You know what I'm saying? And throw all the anime girls over there too. Fuck it. They fucking with my ex account already. I ain't even do nothing but post video. That's all I did. They're like, yo, man, we gotta blur this shit. Like, what? Okay. Yeah, no, we gotta blur all the video. Even the pictures. Yes, even the pictures. Man, fuck all that shit. Well, let me get up out of here. And much love, Vonta. You have a good night. It's 10:34 over there. It is UK After Dark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Starmer is a wanker. Okay? Never forget that. Starmer is a wanker. Hey, Mr. Prime Minister. Yeah. Blam, blam. Get that motherfucker. Hand me the tapioca. Off your paw. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Let's go, Mike. Oh, yeah. We out. UK After Dark. In Detroit in the evening. This is HHN Special Report.